Okay, at least one hint here. If you're having trouble getting started, and hopefully you've given this a reasonable amount of thought without allowing yourself to decide that it's impossible to figure out what in the world these instructions mean. Okay, so if you've done that and now you really need a hint, let's look at this second data point. Okay, second data point has frequency 2.3 cycles per minute. So we know where this data point is going to go on the frequency axis. Okay, 3.2, of course, we can go ahead and now scale the vertical axis. All I'm doing is progressively subdividing 3.2, which turns out to be pretty easy to do. Okay, I've divided now 3.2 into 8 parts. Each part would then be 0.4. So we have what? 0.4, 0.8, 1. Yep. So we have 0.4 here, and 0.8, 1.2, 1.6, and up here would be 2.4, and so forth. And our 100 yards, yeah, let's go ahead and scale that. There's going to be 200 yards. And let's see here, here's going to be 300 yards. So now we want to locate this point, 2.3 cycles per minute, 1/10 of a mile. Well, 2.3 cycles per minute is right here, just a little less than 2.4, so that's going to put us here. So we could label this point. This is 3.2100, suppressing the units because I've labeled the units here. Maybe I ought to put the yards on this, but now we see the yards down here, so we know what that means. So here's our point, which is going to correspond to 2.3, 0.1 mile. Okay, and I think I do want to go ahead and put the yards on this one, so let me do that, because we have two different scales. Okay, so according then to this graph, where is 0.1 mile on the L-axis? And we can take that, we can label the 0.1 mile down below this labeling and proceed accordingly to scale the graph. We can show 2.2 miles, 0.05 miles, etc. So we're going to have now a dual labeling of the L-axis, and then we should be able to use that dual labeling to determine how many yards there are in a mile and so forth. Now, follow up with a couple more hints, but for now, that's the only hint you should really need to get a very good start on this problem.